Hello everyone, it is Pineapple Dorothy here, and please excuse that, I hit the table. I forgot. Hello everyone, it's Pineapple Dorothy here, and in today's video is going to be a pretty simple one, but also one that I think would be somewhat good advice, or at least I'm hoping it is good advice, because let's first say that I am a beginner sewer. I don't know that much about sewing, but I'm starting to learn more and more, especially by doing it by hand. And I know how to use one pattern, but I only know how to use one. So I've just been doing everything kind of like by hand and by scratch and not using patterns. But I thought this would be a good idea for any of you guys that are beginners at sewing and you want to sew something that is easy and that is not hard at all, in fact. And if you don't want to use a pattern right away, this is one of the best ways you can do it, a pretty easy way. And also, if you don't want to spend that much money on fabric, you can do it this way too. So what I did here is I have 2 yards of material of Winnie the Pooh, which you'll see in a minute. But I wasn't able to get them on the bulk, which it was like all together. I had to get them separately cut in 2 separate yards because they didn't have it on the bulk. And what I'm doing is I'm taking the 2 big triangles. Now, if you're able to get the entire bulk of it, you can just cut out, they say, hey, I would like this, and have them cut out 2 yards for you. But this is how I'm doing it this way, is I have 2 separate yards that I'm sewing together. Each sides are gonna go together, kind of like here. Hold on. See, see how it's got the thing, so it won't be shown, but it's Winnie the Pooh. So what I'm doing is you'll see in a video, but I'm stitching together the sides. Don't worry, this isn't thready, or at least it's not doing anything. Maybe I need to just show you. Okay, but basically what I'm doing is I'm taking the 2 big rectangles. Sorry, I can't talk. It's been a busy week. It's been Thanksgiving, and it's Saturday that I'm filming this, and this video has to come out on Tuesday, and I just really didn't want to film, but here I am, I'm filming, and it's okay now. I've just been really busy. So please excuse me for not speaking correctly about anything. So, anyways, long story short, I have the 2 big kind of like squares. Let's just call them squares. I'm forgetting normal stuff that makes me a human, apparently. So you take 2 sides, sew them together, and then you leave. Why don't I just show you? I'm so sorry. This is terrible. Please, it's been a busy week. I'm so sorry. Here, I'm just going to show you. Alright, so I have my material that is inside out, and what I am doing is, I'm taking the 2 edges and I'm stitching the sides together, as you can see, and I'm about to go over here and do this same thing over here and align these up and stitch that together like so. And I have this open so I can show you what the material looks like. It looks like that. It's pretty cute, and I love it. It's just a Winnie the Pooh. So, that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to pin each of the sides, and then sew it, and then I'm going to show you later how I do the lace, which is what I like to call a very lazy way of doing the waist, but at least you're learning the basic type of thing of sewing, if that makes sense, for a beginner. But you'll see, it does come together in the end, so you'll see what I mean. But yeah, I'm going to now go on this side and stitch this together. And I'll turn it inside out and show you what it looks like. It's pretty much like a big circle of material, if that makes sense. But you'll see it Please excuse me. You will see it in a second. Alright, so I got it all sewn. And as you can see the edges, this is what it looks like. It was sewn. This is what it looks like now. Very smooth. And it's pretty much like a really big... Is this upside down? Yeah, it is. Okay. There we go. Now I got it right. Also, another tip. Before you have a project or have a sewing project of a skirt that has a pattern on it like this does, like Winnie the Pooh, make sure all of the characters are facing the way that they should on both sides if you have two pieces that you put together like I just did. So as you can see, it's big. It's a big rectangle. So yeah. And also I forgot to mention, now I like my skirts really long, but if you don't want it as long as I'm having this one, I would take a measuring tape and measure how long your material is and cut it to how short or how long you want it. Now if you want it to be a really nice, now you do that before you sew anything together. That way it's nice and done, or you can just do it by hemming it. But one of the easiest ways to do that, well, at least for me, is every year at the state fair when we go, they always have these big ruler sticks. So these actually come really handy for like measuring how long you want your skirt, and also for just putting it down and using that as a guideline for the scissors of how long to cut or how short you want it to be. So yeah, but mine, I want it long, so don't need to do any of that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it back inside out, and I'm going to just turn it inside out right now really quick. Where's the edges? Got it. Okay. So, in fact, I'm going to turn my camera around so you can see how I'm going to do this. Alright. So, as you can see, I left this open so it made the skirt. So, it's like, say that's the front and this is the back, just for fun. I have no idea what's going to be the front or what's going to be the back yet. I'll decide that when I sew. Now, one of the really kind of... well, I don't know if it's really... you know what? I came up with it. And you know what? If it's wrong, it's wrong. So, either you can... Okay, here's one of... Okay, let's just be honest. Here's one of the laziest ways to make a waistband, but it works. So, what I'm going to do is I will take it and kind of do this type of a thing. Kind of hem it slowly, and then I will put it down more and use that as a waistband, and I'll do that all the way around this entire thing, and then put an elastic through it to make a waistband. Now I know usually you're supposed to cut out a separate waistband and do it as such to it first, but I haven't figured out, and I also probably need to teach myself, well, not teach myself, but learn more about how to do elastic waistbands. But this is one of the ways that I know how to do it. Is it how you should do it? Probably not, but does it work? Yes. And you know what? That's the whole idea, is you don't have to be complete. See, that's what it's probably going to look like. So yeah. Yeah, but that's kind of one of my really laziest ways of doing an elastic. I do know how to do like a zipper. I know how to do that. You just simply cut out material to your waist measurement, and you either gather your material by gathering it with a thread, by kind of like hand sewing it, or you can pleat it, which how they do it is kind of double it over like that. So, but I'm not doing a zipper. I'm doing elastic, and I'm doing it a really lazy way. But you'll see what it looks like, trust me. I know it doesn't sound right now, but trust me, it's okay. And by the way, that's not That's that is that a flower? What is that? Oh, it's Piglet. It's Piglet. So yeah, you'll see what it looks like when it's all pinned together. Oh, also this is what it looks like all sewn. Also, you can do this by hand stitch and by machine. So yeah, I'll show you what the waistband looks like right after. And also by doing the hem, you hem it like you normally do it, which would be dump and dump. How you normally hem a skirt. So yeah, let's do the waist. All right. Oh, okay. So as you can see here, I doubled it over and I stitched it, and now it's a little baby pocket for the elastic to go through. And when the elastic is all the way into it, I will show you what it looks like, all evened out and all that. I still have to hem it, but I feel like anyone who sews, I feel like everyone saves the hem for last. Is that just me? Because I feel like everyone does that, but yep, I am very almost done. I just need to put the elastic through here and then do the hem. And this is only taken me about like 2 to 3 hours. And also you gotta remember, I'm hand sewing it. So if you use a machine, it would probably take less time than it's taken me. But it's also just, it's not taking me that long anyway. So yeah. Oh, look, that's so cute. I just now noticed that they're all together. Oh, that's so cute. And oh, and this is what it looks like, not inside out. It's still inside out. That's what it looks like. So yeah, here's what it looks like with the elastic in it. And as you can see, after it's all sewn, as you can see there, put the elastic through, and it's a skirt. And I'm not showing you the full thing because it looks extremely cute. I'm just seeing it laid across this table, and it just looks like the cutest thing ever. And if I show you it right away, they'll be spoiling the skirt. So now all I need to do is I need to hem it. But yeah, this is literally the easiest skirt in the world. I am definitely going to be well, I mean, there's a lot of easy ways to make a skirt, but this is one of them. One of the most easiest. It's pretty easy. Especially for if you're a hand sewer. It's pretty easy to do that too. But it's even more if you use a machine. But I absolutely love the Winnie the Pooh on this skirt. It's so cute. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn it inside out again. Back inside out and hem. Oh yeah, that's what it looks like on the inside in case you're curious. Boop. Gonna turn it inside out and hem the bottom because this skirt is really long. It goes all the way down to my feet. We don't want it that long, so gonna hem it and the skirt will be done. And the next video you will see is the reveal. It's done, and here is the reveal of it. And as you can see, it's a skirt, and the waist came out pretty good. I feel like waist looks pretty good. The material is super duper cute. And I'm just wearing the shirt that I was wearing before, but you didn't see the pattern of the Nerdy Nummies because I had a pinafore that was covering it. So yeah, here's the entire skirt, and I made it really long. It still goes all the way down to my feet, pretty much, as you can see. By the way, this table is what I use to sew on. So yeah, skirt's done. I'm so excited. Yeah, and if I want to put some like cool stuff to it, a little decoration, add a belt. I'm so used to adding a belt to all of my skirts, I feel like. Oh, and I have a mirror right here, and no wonder it's twisted. I'm so used to wearing a belt. And then let me... How's that look? Does that look good? Oh yeah, it looks pretty good. Except I think it does pretty good without the belt. But this is what it looks like with the belt. Yeah. Pretty cute. Look in the mirror. Yeah. Very nice. Very, very cute. I'll definitely be wearing this when it gets back to spring. And it's autumn right now. So I'm definitely going to wear it now. But it's going to be a big part of spring and autumn. Spring and summer, because it's very light, and I feel like this would be a nice light skirt to wear during the summer when it's so hot here. But yeah, but I can easily wear it now. You know what? Just because it's a certain season, that doesn't stop me from wearing that certain type of clothing. I wonder if I don't need the belt. I don't know. We're leaving it on for now. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked my little tutorial, yes, it is a little bit messy. I've been busy this entire week with Thanksgiving and stuff, and I've just felt really lazy, but I'm really happy that I was able to get the skirt done. So, I hope you liked it. I hope it's somewhat good advice for you. I mean, I am a beginner sewer after all, so I don't know 100% what I'm doing half of the time, but I'm able to, I don't know, but this is a pretty nice way to make a really nice kind of gathered skirt, and it's really easy. It's probably very nice for beginners to do. So yeah, I hope you liked this video. And I kind of wish, I mean, I can show you exactly like how long it is, but I can't. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a like and subscribe and push the bell notifications so you know when I upload a new YouTube video. Oh, and I also forgot to say, this took me like 3 hours basically to do. If I worked non-stop, it would take me about 2 to 3 hours, depending on if you're using sewing machine or if you're hand stitching like I was doing. So yeah, yeah, it was very nice. I'm always adjusting my belt. I'm always doing that all the time. So yeah, I have a mirror over here. That's what I was looking at. Oh, and I also forgot. Look at this. I got this Nightmare Before Christmas cup. And I would drink the coffee out of it, but it's cold. And you know what? I watched in one of Rachel Maxey's videos a little side note where she said, isn't it interesting whenever you have hot coffee, but then when it gets cold it's disgusting, but if you drink cold coffee and it's the same temperature as your hot coffee when it turned cold, it's better. Isn't that interesting? And she was like, isn't that interesting? I'm like, yes, that is interesting and weird that how our brains are like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I need to come up with a thumbnail, so I'm gonna go like that. And usually what I do is I usually take a screenshot out of my phone. Okay, that should have been the thumbnail. And yeah, this also gives me very hobbity vibes. Like a hobbit. Like I am a hobbit. But yeah. I better end the video now or I'm just gonna talk forever. Yep. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Peace out. See you in the next video. Goodbye. Boop. Actually, I gotta better end it on Winnie the Pooh. Right, let's do it like that. Have the